Hello everyone, good evening, hello and welcome. Let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes, let everyone join in and then we proceed, all right? Okay, just a second, just hold on. All right, let's wait for a couple of minutes, let everyone join in. And then we proceed. Hi Pallavi, how are you? Good evening. Welcome to the session. Let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes. Let everyone join in and then we proceed. All right? Let everyone join in. Thank you, Pallavi. All right, just a minute more. All right, welcome to Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform that provides to you a world of courses, resources, content, live and recorded sessions to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination. Welcome to my session on YouTube this evening. Warm welcome. Also, I'd like to welcome you to Crack CA Exams with us, which is a vertical and channel of Unacademy that caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate in their journey and pursuit of preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination by providing top educators, quality content, and overall a great learning experience. So come, let's crack CA exams with Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform. Welcome to the session once again. Before we proceed, a brief introduction about the Educator today. Hello, I'm Prathik Gupta. I am a Bachelor of Commerce from Christ College, Bangalore University. I am an Associate Member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, an Associate Member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and an Associate Member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and also a law graduate from Karnataka State Law University. I'm currently a practicing chartered accountant and also a visiting faculty for CA subjects and an educator for CA students both offline and online. Prior to starting on my own, I worked with SR Bartley Boy and Associates, that is the Indian member firm of Ernst & Young Global in the Audit and Assurance Department. Then I went on to work with Ernst & Young India, EY India, in the Mergers and Acquisitions Department. And then I went on to work with the Manipal Group in Bangalore as the corporate controller of their Indian entity as well as their German subsidiary located in Frankfurt, Germany. And it was only after I got back from Frankfurt, Germany that I decided to start something on my own. And that also gave me an opportunity to become an educator, which in turn has given me this opportunity today to be able to take this session for you young, bright and enthusiastic CA aspirants. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I hope you find the session useful. Anytime during the session, in case you have any questions, queries, observations or discussions to be made, please do not hesitate to drop in a line and I will take up the matter for problem solving or for discussion purposes as soon as I can. I would also like to draw your attention to my name, which is Prathik Gupta, which is Prathik with an H. Now why I'm stressing on the H is because a lot of people misspell my name, due to which they are unable to find my sessions on the YouTube channel of Unacademy as well as my special classes on the Unacademy Learning app. So you can look me up by my name, which is Prathik Gupta, and you will find my hundreds of hours of sessions on the YouTube channel of Unacademy as well as the special classes on the Unacademy Learning app, which you will find helpful in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. All right, let's proceed. Now, like I told you, Unacademy caters to you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination. It does so through 3 platforms, that is your YouTube, special class as well as the plus platform of Unacademy. Now, YouTube and special classes are absolutely free of cost, but they provide immense value and resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination. A YouTube session is what you're going through right now. You can just go to the YouTube and type in Prathik Gupta and you will go to the YouTube channel of Unacademy containing all my sessions which you can use for your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Alright, special classes are also absolutely free of cost and they are conducted on the Unacademy Learning app, more about which I will tell you in the following slides. Special classes also are free, but they provide you enormous amount of resources to help you in your preparations. Now, the Plus platform of Unacademy is the premium platform of Unacademy. That is a payment-based subscription model which provides various subscription for the various examinations. Now, in this slide, I will tell you why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to enhance and accelerate your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. The first reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the daily live classes it conducts, where you get to chat with your educator, engage in discussions, ask your doubts and answer polls, all this while the class is going on. Yes, you heard it right. All this while the class is going on. You do not need to wait for the end of the class. You do not need to wait for a couple of hours after the class. You do not need to wait for a couple of days after the class. You do not need to wait for the weekend after the class. And neither do you need to wait to fix up an appointment with your educator in order to ask your doubts and have discussions. You can clear your doubts and have discussions with your educator right then and there on a real-time basis when the class is going on. It is as simple as you putting your hand up in a live classroom, and your educator will be happy to take up your matter for discussion or your query for problem solving. The second reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the various live tests and quizzes it conducts on a regular and periodic basis to evaluate your preparation, okay, and to get a detailed analysis of your performance. Now, you might wonder, why is this detailed evaluation and analysis required? So let me tell you that in a professional examination, it's always good to take a stock of your preparation from time to time to know where you stand in terms of your preparations, to know how much you are prepared in a particular area, which area you're well prepared, which area you require more preparation, and which area you might require external help. So basically, the Plus platform of Unacademy helps to break down your preparation into three areas. That is your strong areas, your not so strong areas, and your weak areas, so that whatever limited preparation time you have, you can use that time accordingly on those areas. Okay, until a time when your weak areas and your not so strong areas eventually become your strong areas. Thereby, the Plus platform of Unacademy ensures minimum wastage of your precious preparation time and maximum utilization of your limited preparation time. The third reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the structured courses, and all our courses are structured in line with your exam syllabus to help you best prepare for it, which simply means all the Plus courses on the Plus platform are prepared keeping in mind your exam syllabus, so that once you complete the Plus course on the Plus platform, you can rest assured that you have completed the syllabus of your examination without missing out on any important or major point. And lastly and most importantly, the reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is the unlimited access it provides. That is, the one subscription gets you access to all our live and recorded courses to watch from the comfort of your devices, which simply means the one subscription to the Plus platform of Unacademy gets you access to all the courses on the Unacademy platform. That is your live and recorded special classes, your live and recorded Plus courses, and all these live and recorded sessions you can watch from the comfort of any of your devices, which means you can watch it from your mobile phone, laptop, tablet, or desktop, as the case may be, without any restrictions. Also, you can watch these sessions live and recorded from 24/7 without any timing restrictions as well, like 10 to 4, 10 to 5, 10 to 6. Now there is no restriction whatsoever. You can view these sessions 24/7. Whenever you want to study, you can just pull out your mobile phone, log into the Unacademy Learning app, and start your preparations. Also, you can view these sessions live and recorded from any location you are at. Whether you're at home, whether you're in college, whether you're in office, whether you're traveling from home to office, college, or from office, college to home, or you're waiting for someone for a meeting, or you are in your native place, or you're on a vacation and you want to prepare for your examinations, you can simply pull out your mobile phones, log into the Unacademy Learning app, and start your preparation without any restrictions. All you require is an internet connection or data plan, which all of us are blessed with today. So keeping all these points in mind, I strongly request and recommend you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Alright, please take about 30 seconds, go through this, and then we proceed. Yes, Kunal, class ka time hai from tomorrow. Now the next session is at 10 p.m. and from tomorrow onwards, for the next 5 days, we have a YouTube session every day at 9 p.m. Okay, 9 p.m. to 10:15 p.m. Alright, Kunal? Alright, please take about 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Alright, any questions? No. Alright, let's proceed. Now, in the previous slide, you heard me say a lot of times live and recorded Plus courses, live and recorded special classes. So these live and recorded Plus courses and these live and recorded special classes are available on an app known as the Unacademy Learning app. So for all of you who have downloaded the Unacademy Learning app and are using it, I thank you very much. And I request your support in the future as well. And for those of you who have not yet downloaded the Unacademy Learning app, I request you to go to the Play Store on your mobile phone, download the Unacademy Learning app, install it on your phones, put in your mobile number where you will get an OTP, and using that OTP, you can register on the Unacademy Learning app. It is as simple as this with no lengthy or complicated procedures. So you might ask me, okay, now I have downloaded, installed, and registered on the Unacademy Learning app. So what next? What do I get? So let me tell you that the Unacademy Learning app gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to offer to you to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination. And it also gives you access to all the live and recorded Plus courses that Unacademy has to offer to you in order to enhance and accelerate your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. So I request you to please download the Unacademy Learning app, to install it on your phones, to use your mobile numbers and register on the Unacademy Learning app, so that you can make use of the various and an enormous amount of resources that it provides to you in order to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. And also I request you to spread the word around to help the people around you know about the Unacademy Learning app. Help them download it and install it on their mobile phone, so that, and help them register on it using their mobile numbers and OTP, so that they too can make use of the enormous amount of resources that are available on the Unacademy Learning app, which they too can make use in their preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Alright, please take about 30 seconds, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, now let's come to the important slide. Like I told you, the Plus platform of Unacademy is the premium platform of Unacademy, that is a payment-based subscription model, and which provides various subscription packages for the various examinations. So accordingly, the CA Foundation and intermediate subscription packages provided by the Plus platform of Unacademy are as follows. The packages provided are for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. The 1 month package will cost you rupees 3,500. The 3 months package will cost you rupees 8,750. The 6 months package will cost you rupees 14,000. The 12 months package will cost you rupees 17,500. And the 24 months package will cost you about 21,000 rupees. Now please remember, these are all the listed prices of your packages. So before you make the payment for the package of your choice, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. I repeat, please do not forget to use the code Prathik, Prathik, that's me, to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. So the after discount price of the various packages are as follows. The 1 month package will cost you rupees 3,150. The 3 month package will cost you rupees 7,875. The 6 months package will cost you rupees 12,600. The 12 months package will cost you rupees 15,750. And the 24 months package will cost you rupees 18,900. So you see, immediately you get a discount or savings of 10% when you use my code. Now I personally would recommend you to start off with the 12 months or 24 months package because of two reasons. Firstly, it is cost effective. If you compare the 1 month package cost with the per month cost of the 12 months and 24 months package, you will see that you're getting great savings in cost almost immediately. And secondly, and most importantly, since the CA Foundation and Intermediate course is provided to you in one package, that is a 12 month or a 24 months package, a 12 month or a 24 months package will be highly beneficial to you because it covers the entire duration of your courses, that is the CA Foundation and the Intermediate examination. Okay, so if you're getting a package that is 12 months or 24 months that covers the entire duration of both your courses, that is CA Foundation and Intermediate, which normally take a minimum of about 12 months for you to prepare and clear at a very cost effective price, I think that is a very good deal. But having said this, you're free to choose the package of your choice. But before you make the payment, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. I repeat, please do not forget to use the code Prathik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. You can also make use of the no-cost EMI options available for the 6 months, 12 months and 24 months subscription packages, just in case you do not wish to make the entire payment at one shot. The payment options available to you are internet banking, debit card and credit card, and also all the coins that you've accumulated by watching the special classes can be redeemed while making the payment for the Plus course. So keeping all these packages, the offers and the discounts in mind, and also the advantages I told you in the previous slide in mind, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. Alright, please take about a minute, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Hello, Kasim. How are you? Welcome to the session. Okay, please go through this. Any questions? Please ask me. Okay. Now, like I told you, the Unacademy Learning app gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes. Here are the snapshots of few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning app, which you will find useful in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. There are special classes on revision test paper, Sale of Goods Act, Indian Contracts Act, the Companies Act, Fundamentals of Accounting, Retirement of Partner, Death of Partner, Admission of Partner, Valuation of Inventories, Revision on Final Accounts of Non-Manufacturing Entities, Revision on Sale of Goods on Approval of Return Basis, and many more sessions. So please log on to the Unacademy Learning app, go to my profile, Prathik Gupta, Prathik, and you will see the hundreds of hours of special classes that I've conducted for your benefit, which could help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. You can also go to the YouTube channel of Unacademy, type in Prathik Gupta, Prathik, Gupta, and you'll see again the hundreds of hours of sessions that I've taken there for your benefit. Alright, please take 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Okay. Then here are the links to few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning app. You can either click on these links or copy and paste these links on your browser to take you directly to the Unacademy Learning app and my special class so that you can make use of it. There are special classes on the Indian Contracts Act, Sale of Goods Act, Partnership Act, Limited Liability Act, Companies Act, Basics of Communication, Accounting Concepts, and Revision Test Papers, and many more. Hundreds of other sessions, alright? So please go on to the Unacademy Learning app, go to my profile Prathik Gupta so that you can start making use of all the hundreds of hours of sessions that are there for your benefit to be used in the preparation of the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Alright? Please take 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Okay, so let's no, just ignore this. This is an old slide. Okay, so let's talk about discussion on concept of capacity to contract. Okay, now this forms part of your business law syllabus, and the specific chapter to which it belongs is Indian Contracts Act 1872. Okay, so this is part of that discussion on capacity to contract. So basically what we're going to talk about in this session is who are the people who are competent enough to enter into contracts. Okay, who can enter into contracts, who cannot enter into contracts, and what is the reason for the same. Okay, anytime during the session you have any questions, any queries, you can always ask me. Please do not hesitate. Alright, so let's start off. Meaning and definition. According to section 11 of the Contract Act 1872, Indian Contract Act 1872, every person is competent to contract who is of the age of majority, that is 18 years of age, according to the law to which he is subject, and who is of sound mind. That means he is not declared as a person of unsound mind and is not disqualified from contracting by any law which he is subject to. The main thing is he should not be insolvent or bankrupt, because insolvent or bankrupt people cannot enter into contracts. So the three main reasons, the three main people disqualified from entering into a contract is anyone who is less than the age of 18, anyone who is unsound mind, and someone who is adjudged or declared as insolvent or bankrupt by a competent court. So these three people are specifically disqualified from entering into contracts. Okay, please take about a minute, go through this, and then we proceed in detail. Any questions so far? Please ask. All right, let me know once you're done. Okay, now persons disqualified from entering into a contract, like I told you previously, minors who are not of the age of majority, that means less than 18 years of age. Okay, persons of unsound mind, they should be declared by a court. You cannot, just because if you call someone mad, it does not mean he's a person of unsound mind. He should be declared by a competent court as a person of unsound mind. Person disqualified to contract any law, insolvents. This also should be declared by a competent court. Okay, just by you calling someone mad or calling someone bankrupt or insolvent does not make him incompetent of contracting. Okay, so person disqualified from entering into a contract is any minors who are below the age of 18, persons of unsound mind, and persons disqualified to contract by any law, that is insolvents. All right. Okay, Pallavi. Pallavi, have you gone on and attended the Unacademy Learning app? Have you attended any special classes on the Unacademy Learning app? Have you? Okay, so I suggest you also go, when you go to the Unacademy Learning app next time, you also go to my profile and you go through all the sessions that have already been taken on Indian Contracts Act and your business law for CA Foundation. I'm sure you will find it very helpful in your preparation for the CA Foundation. Okay? All right, let's move on. Now, minor. Who is a minor? A minor is a person according to Section 3 of the Indian Majority Act 1875. A minor is a person who has not attained the age of 18 years. Okay, so any person who has not yet crossed 18 years of age as per the Indian Majority Act 1875, he is supposed to be a minor. So like we discussed in the previous slides, a minor is incompetent to contract, and that's why he's a person who's disqualified from entering into a contract. Okay, got it? Please take about 30 seconds. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, now rules relating to an agreement with a minor. Okay, so let's quickly discuss the rules. What are the rules relating to an agreement with a minor? First rule, the law protects minors against their own inexperience and against the possible improper designs of those more experienced. So basically, the law protects the minors from being exploited by those who are more experienced in their business transactions and more experienced in the world of business or law. Okay, so basically that's the reason why any contract entered into by a minor is absolutely void and not enforceable, because minors obviously will have a little lesser intellect than more experienced people, so the law aims to protect them from those more experienced. Okay, second rule, the law should not cause unnecessary hardship to persons who deal with minors. At the same time, there is also a provision under the Indian Contracts Act 1872 which protects the people from when they have entered into a contract with minors, so that people who enter into contracts with minors for the benefit of the minors do not face unnecessary hardship. Okay, so for at one place it is protecting the minor. At the second place, at certain cases, it is also protecting the people who have entered into contracts with minors for the benefit of the minors. All right, please take a minute, go through this. Any questions? Please ask me. Any questions? Please ask. Anyone? Any questions? Please ask. We will discuss both these points. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Now let's discuss each and every characteristic of an agreement entered into with a minor. First one, an agreement is void ab initio, means it is void right from the beginning. It cannot become valid at some point and invalid at some point. Any agreement and a contract entered into with a minor is void right from the beginning. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask me this question: how to write law papers? Do we need to remember all the case laws? Okay, so let me tell you. See, now in the case of minor, this is a very popular case, Mohiri Bibi versus Damodar case. So when you read the topic or when you read the textbook, you will come across such important case laws which are repeated again and again. So these you can remember. Okay, but you do not need to remember each and every case law, as it's not practically possible for anyone to remember each and every case law as well. Okay, so whatever is important or whatever is being asked again and again, or you can read it again and again, please remember those case laws. Like Mohiri Bibi versus Damodar Ghosh is a very important case law, because right from the time I studied my CA exam, this one I can remember it coming again and again. Okay, so Dharmodas, a minor, executed a mortgage of rupees 20,000, declaring himself major, and received 8,000 rupees from Mohiri Bibi, a mortgagee. The minor wanted to set aside the mortgage. The mortgagee wanted a refund of 8,000. It was held that the agreement with the minor was void ab initio, and requesting of refund money does not arise. So in this particular case, Dharmodas was a minor, but he represented himself to be a major, and he took a loan from 8,000 or 20,000. 8,000 from Mohiri Bibi, the mortgagee. Okay. Now the mortgagee wants the money back of 8,000 rupees. So then the court held that the contract entered into with a minor is void ab initio. So what Mohiri Bibi should have done, Mohiri Bibi should have actually checked whether the person is a minor or not, checked the documents and everything, and only then entered into a contract with him. Now that she's entered into a contract with him and also given him the money, but please remember, any agreement or contract entered into with a minor is absolutely void. So in that case, for her to request for the money back is not possible. So please note, you may remember or make a note of Mohiri Bibi versus Damodar case. So whenever you have any question on any contracts entered into with a minor, you can refer to this case law in your answers. Okay, please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, please take a minute more. Any questions, please ask. Let me know once you're done. Okay, are we done? Let me know, please. Okay, now, however, a minor may enforce the agreement against the other party if he has carried out his obligation. Okay, that means if there is any contract that a minor has entered into. Okay, now please remember the slide where I told you that the law protects the minor as well as it protects any other person who's entered into a contract with a minor for the benefit of the minor. So in case the the minor has entered into a contract with someone for purchase of mangoes. Now he has paid the money to the other person. Alright, now then the other person cannot say a contract entered into with a minor is void, so I'm not going to deliver the mangoes or sell the mangoes to him. No. In that case, the minor may enforce the agreement against the other party if he has carried out his obligations. If he has paid the money to the mango vendor, then the mango vendor has to either return his money or provide the mangoes to him. Now, in this way, the Indian Contracts Act 1872 provides protection to the minor against from the people more experienced and who may exploit him. Okay. Second one, there is no ratification. A minor cannot ratify the agreement on attaining the age of majority which he has entered into in the age of minority. So let's say a minor is about 17 years. Okay, and in 17 years he entered into a contract with someone. So that contract was void ab initio, right? From the time the contract is entered into, it is void. It is not valid. So once that person, the minor becomes a major, let's say he turns 18 the next year, then he cannot go back and say, yeah, that when I was 17 years old, I entered into a contract. Now I am ratifying that or approving that contract. No, he will have to enter into a fresh contract when he becomes 18 years of age, because then he becomes competent to contract. Basically, he cannot ratify any old agreement which he has made in it when he was a minor. Alright? Then, a minor can plead minority to avoid contract. A minor borrows money by saying he is a major. Now, in this case, like we saw in Mohiri Bibi versus Damodar case, a minor told Mohiri Bibi that I am a major, please give me the loan. Okay, so Mohiri Bibi believed him and she gave him a loan. Later on, the minor, after taking the loan, the minor can always say, yes, I am a minor, the agreement entered between me is void, so I will not pay the amount. So who is responsible? The minor is not responsible for this, but the person who is entering into the contract with the minor is responsible, because that person should have checked the credentials of the person and the age of the person before entering into a contract with him. Okay, these are 3 points. Please take about 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions? Please ask me. Any questions? Please ask. Any questions? Please ask me. Please take a minute more. Any questions whatsoever, please ask. Let me know once you're done and you have no questions on this. Okay, Pallavi asks me, sir, please explain no ratification. Okay, you want the second point to be explained to you? All right. Okay. Now see, let's say a person was 17 years and 364 days. Okay. Now Pallavi, tell me, is he a major? Pallavi, is this guy a major? Okay, so he's a minor, right? So let's say on that day he enters into a contract to buy 100 kilos of mangoes from someone. Okay, now when he was a minor, he entered into a contract. So after one day, when he becomes 18 years of age, he says, okay, I made that contract yesterday only. No, so I have become a major today. So whatever contract I made yesterday or agreement I made yesterday, today I am saying it is valid. I am ratifying it. Ratifying means, okay, ratifying means approving it later. You cannot approve it, he's approving it. So when he made the one agreement when he was a minor, on attaining majority, he is saying, okay, whatever agreement I made when I was a minor, I am ratifying it now. Okay, or ratifying simply means approving it. Okay, that is not permissible. Once he becomes 18 years of age, he has to enter into a new agreement because now he becomes a person who is competent to contract and he cannot ratify the cannot approve the contract where he made when he was a minor, because any contracts entered into with a minor are void ab initio right from the beginning. Void ab initio means right from the time the contract is made, it is void. It has no legal acceptance. Okay, Pallavi, are you clear? Any questions? Still any questions? Please ask me. Any questions? Pallavi, if you have, please ask me, or else we'll proceed. I'm waiting. Got it? Clear, Pallavi? Can we proceed? Shall we proceed? All right. Then, fourth one. A minor is not liable to restore the property or goods. Minor can be compelled if goods are traceable in his possession. If minor has sold the goods, then nothing can be claimed. Okay. So see, again we are protecting the minor. So let's say a minor A purchased goods from B. Okay. So A is a minor and B is a major. So let's say minor A purchased some goods from B. Now, so first and foremost, any contract entered into with a minor is void ab initio. So a minor is not supposed to pay for these goods in case he's not paid, and B cannot recover the money from the minor because a contract entered into with a minor is void ab initio. Okay. Now, let's say the goods that B gave to A are still in the possession of A. Okay, that means if let's say if B gave him 100 kilos of mangoes and the 100 kilos of mangoes are still lying with A, then in that case B can ask for the goods to be returned. Okay, whatever goods I gave you, please return it to him if the goods are still in possession of the minor. But in case the minor has either consumed it or he has sold it or disposed it of, then in that case nothing can be claimed. So B in that case will not be able to claim anything. Okay, only if it is traceable in A's possession, the goods, then he can ask for it back. But if A has disposed those goods or sold it, then in that case he cannot ask back for the goods. That is a protection given to the minor. But at the same time, protection is also given to the person dealing with the minor. Okay. Second one, so fifth one, no specific performance means actual performance of the contract as agreed as contract is void ab initio. But in case guardians entered into a contract, if they have the authority and if it is for the benefit of the minor, it is valid. So a minor can ask for a specific performance of the contract, which means, see, first and foremost, a contract entered into with a minor is void ab initio, right? Is void ab initio, right? So let's say the minor entered into a contract with someone for purchase of mangoes. Now, if the minor wants, he can ask for actual performance of the contract, which if it is for the benefit of the minor. If the minor says, no, I want those mangoes and this thing, then the minor can ask for the specific performance of that contract, if not the other person. Because a contract entered into with a minor is void ab initio. Got it? Alright, please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Any questions? Let me know once you're done. Any questions, please ask me. Let me know once you're done, please. Are we done? Okay, let's proceed. Now, sixth one. Minor can be a promisee or a beneficiary, where a minor has no obligation and rather the agreement is for his benefit, then such an agreement is valid. So, like we kept on speaking so far, a minor is incompetent to contract, and any contract that is meant for his exploitation is void ab initio. But at the same time, a minor can be a promisee or beneficiary. That means someone who is going to benefit from a particular contract that he can become. All right. So where a minor bears no obligations, and rather the agreement is for his benefit, then such an agreement is valid. That means a promissory note executed in favor of a minor is valid simply for the reason that it is meant for the benefit of the minor. So any contract or agreement meant for the benefit of the minor, in which the minor has no obligation or liability, is valid. Okay, example, a promissory note. Promissory note is like a check or a negotiable instrument executed in favor of a minor is valid. Are we clear? Any questions? Alright, minor as a partner. A minor cannot become a partner in the partnership firm, but he can be admitted to the benefits of the partnership firm with the consent of all the partners. The minor is also liable to losses but not his personal property. So, a minor cannot become a partner in the partnership firm simply because he is incompetent to contract. That is the reason he cannot be a partner in the partnership firm, but he can be admitted to the benefits of the partnership firm. That means only to the profits of the partnership firm, that too with the consent of all the partners. Only if all the partners consent, then the minor can become a partner in the benefits of the firm. A minor will also be liable to the losses but not to his personal property. So at times even the minor may be liable for the loss of the partnership firm, but his personal assets cannot be attached. Whatever profits he has earned from that firm, those could be taken away to fulfill his loss, but not his personal property. Alright, please take about a minute or two, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Any questions, please ask. Please take about a minute more. Let me know once you're done. Any questions, please ask. Take about a minute more. Carefully go through this. Hi Dhananjay Mishra, how are you? Good evening. How are you doing? Okay, anyone, any questions, please ask. Dhananjay, this is for CA Foundation. Are you a foundation student or an intermediate student? Let me know once you're done, please. Yes, then in that case, it will help you, Dhananjay. If you're a CA Foundation student, Jan 2021, it will help you because this is for the Jan 21 students as well as for the May 21 students. Okay? All right. Minor as an agent. The principal shall be bound for the acts of the minor agent, link between parents and the third party. Now, if any person appoints a minor as an agent, now first and foremost, the agreement entered into between the minor and another person is void ab initio. But if the minor has gone ahead and entered into any contract further, then the principal shall be bound for the acts of the minor agent. Okay, link between parents and third party has to be established. A minor cannot be adjudged as an insolvent, so this is also another protection given to a minor. A minor cannot be adjudged or declared as an insolvent by a competent court, even for necessaries. His property is liable, but he is not personally liable. Necessaries means if roti, kapda, makan, education, and other things like food, shelter, clothing, education, legal recourse, all these are necessaries, and a minor cannot be adjudged insolvent, even if he takes necessaries from someone. His property is liable, but he is not personally liable to the person who has supplied necessaries to him. All right. Position of a surety, where in a contract of guarantee a major stands surety on behalf of a minor, then the major would be liable. Okay, so if any major stands as a surety for the minor, then he will be liable for the debts of the minor. All right, please take a minute, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Please take about 2 minutes. Carefully read it. Any questions you may have, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. All right, Dhananjay. Let's just wait for the other responses as well. Okay, 11th one, minor's liability for necessaries. A minor is liable to pay a reasonable price for the necessary supplies to him. His property is liable, but he is not personally liable. Okay, so it means if any minor is supplied with any food, clothing, shelter, education, legal recourse, and other necessaries, then the person who has supplied this to him is obliged to get a reimbursement for the necessary supplies to a minor. The minor then cannot say that no, an agreement entered with a minor is a void ab initio, so I'm not paying you anything. No, for necessary supplied to a minor, the minor is liable but not personally liable. His assets are liable. Let's say he has assets worth rupees 10,000, then only he is liable to the extent of 10,000. His personal assets cannot be touched. Okay, then position of minor's parents. The parents are not liable for the contract entered into by the minor himself. They are liable only if minor is their agent. So if anyone enters into a contract with a minor, and if the minor defaults or later says that no, I am a minor, you should not have entered into a contract with me, then the parents of the minor are not liable for any contract entered into with the minor. They are liable only if minor acts as their agent. Then they will become liable if the minor enters into any contract or obligation on behalf of them. Alright, so the parents are not liable for the contract entered into by the minor himself. They are liable only if minor is their agent. Okay, please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Please take 2 minutes. Let me know once you're done. Okay, let me know once you're done. Please carefully read it. Any questions, anything whatsoever, please ask me. Let me know once you're done. Let me know once you're done, please. Okay, 13th, minor as a shareholder. A minor cannot become a shareholder, but fully paid up shares may be transmitted to him through his lawful guardians. Okay, so again, a minor cannot be a shareholder because of his incompetency to contract. So he cannot be a shareholder, but the fully paid up shares may be transmitted. Transmission happens when a person who holds the shares passes away, and if the minor is the direct beneficiary of that, then in that case the shares may be transmitted in his name through his lawful guardians. Okay, then a minor is liable in tort, that is civil wrong. Tort means civil wrong, but where tort arises out of a contract, a minor is not liable in tort as indirect way of enforcing an invalid contract. So any minor, if he does any civil wrong, he is responsible for it, but if that civil tort or liability arises due to a contract with a minor, then it is void, because anyway a contract with a minor is void ab initio. Alright, yeah, so Beat Queen Pinky has asked me a question. Agent means, Beat Queen Pinky, agent is any person who does any business on behalf of someone else. Let's say if you are running a business in Delhi and you want to expand your business to Bangalore or Mumbai, and you appoint an agent who will carry on your business or sales in Mumbai and Bangalore on behalf of you, and in return he will take a commission, then that becomes a agent. Okay? Pinky, are you clear? Okay, anyone, any questions? Please ask. Okay, then a minor is liable to pay for his necessaries supplied or services rendered to him whom he is legally bound to support. Okay, so this we have already seen. A minor is liable to pay for the necessaries supplied or services rendered to him to whom he is legally bound to support. Okay, please take about 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask. Let me know once you're done. Let me know once you're done, please. Any questions, please ask me. Are we done? Take about a minute more. Done, Dhananjay? All right. Minors liability for necessaries, we have already discussed this. Necessaries is not confined to food, clothing, and shelter, but it also includes articles or services which are reasonably necessary for a minor suitable to his conditions in life. That is, a watch or a bicycle may be necessary for a minor. Similarly, education and legal resource is also a necessary. Okay, so it's not limited to food, clothing, and shelter, but whatever other necessaries that are there for the development of a minor are considered as necessaries, and any person who provides these to a minor is obliged to get a reimbursement for the same. All right. Take a minute. Okay, following are considered as necessaries. Okay, so the following items are considered as necessaries for saving his property from sale in execution. So if any of his property is being sold in execution, and if any expenses on legal thing is spent on it for to save his property from sale in execution, then that is considered as necessary. Any expenses for marriage of a minor is considered as necessary. Any expenses for the marriage of his sister of the minor is considered as necessary. For Shraddh ceremonies of the ancestor of the minor, so let's say there are for people, his ancestors who have passed away, there is normally a puja done for them which is known as Shraddh. So if any expenses have been incurred on the Shraddh ceremonies of the ancestor of the minor, those are considered as necessaries. For rent of the house taken by a minor for the purpose of studies. So if the minor has taken any house in which he does his studies, then the rent paid for such a house is also considered as necessary. So please remember, these are a few items. Okay, this is not a conclusive and exhaustive list. This is an inclusive list. So there are many other items which we will deal about and talk about when we deal with them. All right. Please take a minute, go through this. Any questions? Please ask. Let me know once you're done, please. Let me know once you're done, please. Hi Sagar, how are you? Hi Ritika, how are you? Welcome to the session. Any questions, please ask. Okay. Following are not considered as necessaries. Okay, so again, on a case-to-case basis, if there is any expenditure on the cigar and tobacco of a minor, that is not considered as necessary. Refreshments for entertainment, those are not considered as necessaries. A silver gift, a minor would not be personally liable for reimbursement of necessaries. However, his property is liable for reasonable price of the necessaries. So, a cigar and tobacco is not a necessary. Refreshments of entertainment is not necessary. A silver gift is not a necessary. All right. So, like we also said that a minor would not be personally liable for reimbursement of necessaries. However, his property is liable for reasonable price of the necessaries. All right. He cannot say no, enter into a contract where a minor is void, so I'm not paying you. No, his assets are liable for necessaries. All right. Please take a minute, go through this. Any questions? Please ask me. I'm fine, Sagar. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Anyone, any questions? Please ask me. That happens, Sagar. Being scared of exam is good. If you're scared of the exams, that means you're serious about them. A little bit of fear, a little bit of nervousness is good for the examination. Okay? All right. Now, these are the services that are considered as necessaries. What are the services? Education. Any expenses on the education is considered as a necessary. Medical. Any expenses on the medical help of a minor is considered as necessaries. Legal advice. If there's any legal help given to a minor, that is considered as a necessary. Training for advice. So, in case there is any training given to him for the purpose of being fit to earn some money or this thing or for employment, then that is training for advice. That expense is also reimbursable. Also liable to pay loan taken for necessaries. And for any of these purposes, if he takes any loan, then the minor is liable to reimburse the loan as well, whichever is taken for the necessaries. All right, please take a minute, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Are we done? Okay. Persons of unsound mind. According to section 12, a person is, so all this what we discussed now so far was a minor. Now let's talk about a person of unsound mind. According to section 12, a person is said to be of unsound mind when for the purpose of making a contract, if at the time when he makes it, okay, if at the time when he makes it, he is capable of understanding it and is of forming a rational judgment as to its effect upon its interest. So a person, when he's making a contract, if he can understand it and know the consequences and repercussions of the contract, then he is not said to be a person of unsound mind. But if he is not able to understand the contract and when at the time of making it and is not able to understand the repercussions and things like that, then he is said to be a person of unsound mind. All right, please take 30 seconds, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask. Hi Sanchit, how are you? Welcome to the session. All right, please take a minute, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Shall we proceed? Okay. Unsoundness may be categorized as, okay, even a person of unsound mind may be categorized as an idiot who has completely lost his mental powers. That means he has no understanding whatsoever. So any contract entered into by an idiot who has completely lost his mental powers is absolutely null and void. Lunatic means a person loses the capacity due to the illness of brain or mental bodily distress. So a person who has been ill or who gets a disease or some illness because of which he loses his capacity to think rationally, then that person is known as a lunatic. And a drunkardness is again when a person is drunk and is completely out of his senses. At that point he is said to be a person of unsound mind, but when he comes back to his normalcy, he is said to be a person of sound mind. So if he enters into a contract when he is drunken and he has absolutely no clue what's happening, then then there is he's supposed to be a person of unsound mind, and the agreement is completely null and void. Okay? Take a minute. Any questions, please ask. Any questions? Okay. Then persons disqualified from contracting. This is the third category, who are specifically prohibited from contracting as per the Indian Contracts Act 1872. Alien enemy. So if there's any person from an enemy country, then that person will not be allowed to enter into a contract in the country. Foreign sovereign. That means a prime who is a ambassador of another country. Then he requires the prior sanction of a central government. He needs their permission to enter into a contract in India. Corporations. So if any corporation or company does any act which is beyond the powers given to it by the Memorandum of Association, then that act is known as ultra-vires, and such an act is not allowed. Insolvent. So if any person has been declared as an insolvent or a bankrupt by a competent court, then he cannot enter into any contracts. All right, because a bankrupt or an insolvent is specifically disqualified from entering into contracts. Convicts, persons who are sentenced to imprisonment, cannot enter into contracts during that period. So any person who has been sentenced to imprisonment for any offense or any crime during the period for which they are sentenced, they cannot enter into any contract during that period. All right, quickly take about a minute, go through this. Alien enemy is Sanchit, an enemy, person from another enemy country. Like we have a lot of neighbors, right? India has a lot of neighboring countries who are enemy countries, right? So people from there normally cannot come and enter into contracts in India. All right, so normally that's not allowed. Okay. Any questions, please ask. Are we done? Okay, now this was one question in the RTPs. Okay, so quickly, do you want to go through this question, RTP? Okay. No, but this is not a relevant question. So we will go through it in the next session. So with this, we will be ending this session on YouTube session on persons competent to contract. I hope you found the session useful. But please do not forget to use the code Prathik when you make the payment for the Plus course to get an instant discount of 10% on the listed price. Also welcome to Let's Crack CA Exams, which is a vertical and channel of Unacademy that caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate in their preparation and journey of preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. All right. So thank you so much for being a wonderful audience, and until I see you next time, that is in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to see you with revision test papers. Business Law, May 2019, Part 3. So I request all of you to be there at 10 p.m. And thank you so much. It was a pleasure to interact with all of you. I hope you found the session useful. Yes? All right. I will see you in another 20 minutes time.